Hi, my name is Heather, and today I'm going to draw my kitty cat in Procreate while I tell you her rescue story. Once upon a time, there was a little white kitten with black ears and a black tail. It all started when my friend Erica, who worked in a warehouse type of building, texted me and said, "I know you don't want a cat, but I have the last little kitten here that I rescued from the rafters. Do you want to see her?" It's true, I didn't want a cat, partly because I was still sad about my cat Maya that had passed away a year and a half ago, but also because my boyfriend Josh and I disagreed on adopting a cat anyways. He wanted a kitten so that he could watch it grow up, and I wanted an adult cat since they already have an established personality. But I went to Erica's work to see the kitten anyways. The story was a stray mama cat had given birth to a litter of kittens up in the rafters of the warehouse. Some of the kittens fell and died, and some of them fell and were caught by the men who worked there. Erica tried to get them all out since it was unsafe up there, and eventually there was one last little kitten clinging to her mama. So Erica had finally got out that last little kitten, and then that was when she had texted me. So she had called around to the local animal shelters, but they were all full, so I guess I was like a last resort or something. But anyways, so I went and visited her at work, and I held the little kitten, and she was like so scared. She just kept burrowing deeper and deeper in my arms. It was so adorable. So, of course, I did decide to bring her home. I knew Josh had always wanted a kitten, and she was just so cute. She was all white, and she had little black ears and a black tail, and she had a little black smudge on her nose. And I just love animals that have like weird markings, so it was just so adorable. I brought her home and I thought, oh, how nice. I can have this little kitty keep me company in my office. So I set her on the chair in my office and I started working. At some point, I looked around and she was gone. I looked everywhere, but I couldn't find her. Later, Josh came home and I told him, "I got you something, but I can't find it." And his eyes just lit up. I don't know how he knew what it was, but he knew. He looked all over my office and finally he found her. She was underneath the bottom drawer of my desk. So he lifted up the desk and I got her out, but I was so scared. I was like, "Don't drop it, you'll kill her." He 100% fell in love at first sight with this little kitten. But since she was so scared, we put her in our guest bedroom. We didn't really have any furniture in there yet. It was pretty empty. Then for the next couple of weeks, I just sat on the floor in the guest room and worked on my stuff, and I just let her do her own thing. I didn't try to approach her or pick her up. I just let her come to me on her own in her own time. Eventually she got comfortable enough to like run around and play, and then eventually she started coming over to me and playing with me. And then eventually she came to trust me, and she'd actually lay on me and rub all over me, and it was amazing. It took her a lot longer to trust Josh. For some reason, she was scared of men with deep voices. I mean, not that Josh's voice is super deep or anything, but I guess just the fact that it's not high pitched. It's actually kind of funny. We had a male friend over once, and I introduced him to her. And he was like, "Hi, Tauntaun." And she was so freaked out. She backed up away from him. And I was like, "Try talking more high pitched." And then he was like, "Hi, Tauntaun." And then she came over to him. That was so funny. Oh, also, I wanted to tell you the story of her name. We went through a lot of ideas for names, but eventually we settled on Tauntaun. In case you aren't a big Star Wars fan, Tauntauns are the big white furry creatures that the humans ride on the snow planet Hoth. This was perfect because as a kitten, she was all white with just black ears and a black tail. But I have found that people who don't even know what tauntaun means still think it's cute because it's just a cute word, tauntaun. I think it's adorable. But she's not all white anymore, though. As she got older, she gained more color. Her whole back is dark brown now. We believe she's part ragdoll because she looks like a ragdoll, and ragdolls also start out as white and then gain their color as they get older. After a couple years, she finally got comfortable laying on Josh, and now she lays on him every night. And it's so funny, if we're ever in the same room, like if he comes into my office and starts talking to me, she has to come in the room and be a part of the conversation. It's like she thinks it's like a family meeting or something. Oh, also, I just wanted to tell the story of this little toy that I'm putting in her mouth in my drawing here. This is the first toy we got her from the very beginning. Well, okay, that's not exactly true. The first one did break, and we got her another one, but the exact same one, and she still loves it just the same as the first one. I mean, she probably doesn't really know. But anyways, so she loves this toy. When she was a little kitten, she would carry the dragonfly part around in her mouth, and this stick would be dragging behind her, and she'd run really fast around my office. And it was so funny because you could hear the stick hitting everything. It was like ta 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 ta. It was so funny. And now that she's older, she just holds the dragonfly in her mouth and she walks around and goes meow, meow, meow. Sometimes I walk in the bedroom and she's just sitting on the bed with it next to her, or she's sitting on the floor like hovering over it. It's so cute. So that is Tauntaun's adoption story. I hope you liked it. If you like this video, let me know in the comments if you would want me to do one about my bunny rabbit, because I think that would be really fun too. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.